I always make these eggnog cupcakes during the holidays and everybody loves them. So we're gonna start off. If you know me by now, you know I always start off with almond flour. 2 cups of almond flour and 3/4 cups of powdered sweetener, not sugar, powdered sweetener. And we're going to add 1 teaspoon of ground nutmeg, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, half a teaspoon of ground cloves. This is optional, but I like it in my eggnog. And then half a teaspoon of salt. So as usual, we whisk the dry ingredients first, just to incorporate them well together. Again, if you want to sift everything, you can. I just use a whisk and I break up any large clumps. Next, we're gonna add 3 large eggs. I've already whisked them. We're going to add half a cup of sour cream. I like using sour cream as it keeps it moist and it's lower in carbs, but if you'd rather use Greek yogurt, you can do that. Keep in mind, Greek yogurt has more carbs, so it's up to you. If you want less fat, more carbs, use Greek yogurt. If you don't mind the fat from the yogurt and lower carbs, use sour cream. 1/3 cup of melted butter, just make sure it's cooled a bit. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 1 teaspoon of rum extract. You then just want to combine everything together. Start in the middle, break up that sour cream, and then start working your way out. If you ever notice me pause during my videos, it's because I'm pausing so I can grab a still shot for the website for the process shots. So I sometimes freeze in the middle of the shot of the video I can get a still shot later of me doing something for the blog. It's just for the blog, because sometimes I use process shots on the blog and people like that. Sometimes some people do, some people don't. So once everything's mixed well, you're just gonna scoop this in your muffin or cupcake liners, and by now you should have set your oven or preheat your oven to 325. And so get your cupcake liners in a muffin tin, which I've already done. Here they are. And so now I like to use an ice cream scoop and scoop into the muffin liners. I keep saying muffin liners, I know they're cupcakes, but scoop. Do 1 scoop per muffin for now, and then if there's extra, you can divide it up amongst the 12. So that's pretty much it. You're going to put it in the oven at 325 and you're going to bake it for about 35 to 45 minutes. Just watch it, make sure it doesn't burn. I would check it at 30 minutes. And that's it. Allow them to cool, and then we'll add the eggnog frosting. Okay, we are making the buttercream for the eggnog cupcakes, and so I have 4 ounces of cream cheese that's been softened in here, and also 1/4 cup of butter that's also been softened. So I left them out for about an hour or so out of the fridge, and then we're just gonna add Now you're gonna add in the sweetener. You have to be careful here because the powder could start flying everywhere. So start low again. Might make a little bit of a mess. I like to sort of mix it in first manually like this. And that way less will start flying around when you start mixing it. Now I'm adding the vanilla. You don't want to add too much vanilla, otherwise it'll get too dark. Now you're going to scrape down the sides again and whip one more time for 30 seconds. So you want it to be thick enough so that you could pipe it onto the cupcakes, but not too thin that after you pipe it, the whipping cream goes flat, right? So you just want to make sure it's the desired consistency. Like, honestly, this stuff I can eat just with a spoon, but I won't, which is why I don't make a lot. Another thing you should do is taste for sweetness. I don't like mine to be too sweet. So if you want yours really sweet or sweeter, add more sweetener, of course. So taste as you go. So once again, you're gonna do this, scrape down the sides, and then you're gonna throw it into a piping bag and pipe your cupcakes. Okay, here we go. We're just gonna pipe. I'm not a good decorator, by the way. So if this looks funny to you, that's why. I think I should take them out of the cupcake liners, don't you think? There.